Hey, the new trader event is out and there is literally nothing to do in this event. So we can just trade with other people until the next week's event. And in this video, I will make a trading value list for just that. Here is the value list I'm going to use. The link to this value list will be in the description. And shout out to the person who made this value list. Anyways, let's start with the S tier. At the top of the S tier, we have the Kitsune. Now I will explain every pet's value using mimic value. And let's assume every pet in this value list is 1 kg base weight. So every pet here is 1 kg base weight and I will explain every pet's value using mimic octopus's value. What does that mean though? Let's start with the Kitsune's value. Now putting the Kitsune on S tier doesn't necessarily explain its value. But if I say Kitsune is worth around 12 mimics to 14 mimics, it explains its value. And yeah, Kitsune is worth around 12 mimics to 14 mimics right now. It was worth around like 20 mimics like 2 weeks ago. In the last weeks though, mimics gained a lot of value. So again, Kitsune is worth around 12 to 14 mimics right now. Let's move down to the A tier. And by the way, I will rank the new pets at last. I think these are the new pets that has some value. I won't rank the piggies or clam because I think they don't have any value. Like maybe they will be on OK tier. These 3 pets have value though. Anyways, let's continue with the A tier. At the top of the A tier, we have the Raccoon. Raccoon is worth like 6 Mimic Octopuses right now. I don't think you can get one with 5 Mimic Octopuses, but definitely you can get one with 6 Mimic Octopuses. So it's worth exactly like 6 Mimic Octopuses right now. And then we go 1 tier down again. We are at B tier right now. And at the top of the B tier, we have 2 pets. The Disco Bee and the Fennec Fox. I guess I should put Lion here as well. Yeah, I think I should put Lion here as well. Because with Lion, you can craft the Chimera right now. And don't worry, I will explain it at the end. I think Disco Bee and Fennec Fox are worth like 3 mimics right now. I don't think you can get a Disco Bee or Fennec Fox with 3 mimics. But you are not getting 4 mimics with Disco Bee or Fennec Fox. Maybe they are worth like 3 mimics and a net. And they are worth exactly the same too. Like some people say Fennec Fox is worth more. Some people say Disco Bee is worth more. But they are exactly worth the same. They are worth around 3.5 mimics I guess. But honestly I think they are closer to 3 mimics right now. And then we have the Lion. I think Lion is actually worth 4 mimics right now. I mean it wasn't that useful. It didn't have that much value. But with the addition of the Chimera, its value has risen a lot. And some people are offering 4 mimics for just 1 Lion. Maybe its price will change though. Because as you know, Chimera was introduced yesterday. So it's only been a day right now. It's too early to speak. But yeah, I think this was all of the B tier. Now we get to the hard part. Ranking C tier is extremely hard right now. But I will try my best. I think at the top of the C tier right now, we have the Brontosaurus. Brontosaurus is worth 2 mimics. Its value has risen a lot, but mimics value has risen a lot too. So it's still worth 2 mimics. Then after Brontosaurus, I think I'm gonna put the Ruby Squid. Because this pet is insane. It can copy any pet's passive. I don't even know. Maybe I should put Ruby Squid here. I think it's worth around 2 mimics right now. And I think you should definitely try to get this pet. Here's Grow a Garden Calculator. Let's calculate the Ruby Squid's ability. Ruby Squid's ability is this. Continuously copies a random pet's passive. But there's a catch with this. You want heavier Ruby Squids. Because it copies the ability based on its own kg and its own mutation. Like if you have 1 kg base weight Ruby Squid, its ability won't be as good as 2 kg base weight Ruby Squid. Even if they copy the same pet, the 2 kg base weight Ruby Squid will be better. But still though, I think Ruby Squid is now the best pet in the game. Because it's insanely useful. I mean, I'm not including Titanic pets, alright? I know Titanic Peacock is better, but if you count non-Titanics, I think the Ruby Squid is best pet in the game. Because it can copy so many other pets' ability. Like it can be a Brontosaurus when you need. It can be Koi, Seal. Like it can copy all the useful pets. It can copy Mummy and Barnaul as well. So if you have a Ruby Squid, you gain like 10 useful pets at once. Anyways, let me stop glazing the Ruby Squid. I think it's worth around 2 mimics right now, so try to get it while you still can. It might become very expensive later on. Then after these 2 pets, we have the Mummy as well. I think Mummy is worth close to Brontosaurus. Like it was really hard to get the Mummy, and Mummy does exactly the same thing with Brontosaurus, but for chess pets. It makes the pets you get from chess heavier. I guess their ability is a little bit different, but they both make the pets heavier. Brontosaurus make pets hatch from the eggs heavier, and Mummy makes chest pets heavier. It was really hard to get Mummy, but I guess Brontosaurus is a more useful pet overall. I think Mummy is worth close to 2 mimics value. So these 3 pets are worth kinda same. Then after this we have the Spinosaurus. Spinosaurus isn't worth 2 mimics. It is worth like 1.5 mimics. And it is not very useful as well. Maybe you can use Spinosaurus in some niche methods, but I don't think it's very useful. And again, it is worth 1.5 mimic, I guess. Then we have the Butterfly. Butterfly is worth like 1.5 mimic as well. You know, if we go to the crafting tables, we can still craft the NTB egg. And we can get Butterfly and Disco Bee from this egg. So their value is slowly going down, but very slowly. Like not many people are hitching NTB eggs for some reason. I think NTB egg is actually really good because it has Wasp, Tarantula Hawk, Butterfly and Disco Bee. These pets are very useful and have some value as well. But let's move on to the next pet, which is the Diamond Panther. I think Diamond Panther is worth around 1 mimic to 2 mimic. It's still a fairly new pet and its price didn't settle yet. But I think definitely Ruby Squid is worth more. And rightfully so. Ruby Squid is a lot more useful than Diamond Panther. And I think that was all of the C tier. Now we move on to the D tier. I guess at the top of the D tier, we have the Mimic Octopus. Or maybe Elephant. I don't know, they are really close as well. I guess Mimic Octopus have more demand right now, so I will put it at the top of the D tier. And you know what? One Mimic Octopus is exactly worth a Mimic Octopus. So you can get one Mimic value with one Mimic Octopus. Which is crazy, I know. And Elephant's value is really close to one Mimic Octopus as well. After these two pets, I think we have the Headless Horseman. Headless Horseman is worth close to one Mimic, but not exactly. Maybe it's worth like 4/5 mimic value or something like that. Like it was really easy to stake some Halloween eggs and therefore Headless Horseman doesn't have that much value. Otherwise it's an insane useful pet and I think in future it will gain some value. But right now it's worth close to a mimic. And then we have French Fry Ferret actually. I'm gonna put the French Fry Ferret here. Actually maybe French Fry Ferret should be like here because pro people really love this pet and they don't care if it is 1 kg or not. They can just use their elephants to weigh it up. So some people are offering 2 mimics for just one French Fry Ferret, but I think its value is around 1.5 mimic right now. And then we have the Tiger in the D tier. I think this pet is worth like 3/5 mimic or something like that. Maybe you can get a mimic with Tiger if you find the right person, but its value is definitely less than mimic right now. And we also have the T-Rex here, the Queen Bee. I think these were nearly the same. They worth around like 3/5 mimic or something like that. I guess you can trade a T-Rex for Queen Bee or trade a T-Rex for Tiger as well. They are worth really close. Then we have these two pets, Bald Eagle and the Koi. These pets are worth like half a mimic, but they are very useful pets. I think you should definitely look for at least a mimic value. Bald Eagle hatch your eggs faster and Koi gives you more eggs. Like when you hatch an egg with Koi, there is a chance that you get your egg back. So do not sleep on these pets, they are extremely useful. But most people think they are worth like half a mimic. Then I'ma put the Lobster Thermidor. This pet is worth like half a mimic as well. And then we have the Echo Frog. This pet is worth like half a mimic as well. Yeah, they are worth really close, but Bald Eagle and Koi has definitely more demand. I guess I'm gonna put Echo Frog here. I think Echo Frog has more demand than Lobster Thermidor. Then I might put the Seal here. Seal is worth like half a mimic as well. But in the Safari update, we could obtain rare summer eggs. And you get seals from this egg with a 10% chance. So its demand has decreased a little bit. And by the way, right now you can just use a Ruby Squid instead of seal or koi. So I guess their demand is a little bit lower right now. Then we have the Dilophosaurus. This pet is actually worth close to mimic right now. Even it's not good KG, people with rainbow hatched elephants looking for Dilophosauruses because they can make them very big. So normally it's worth around half a mimic I think, but you can get like one mimic offer. Then we are at the E tier. At the top of the E tier we have the Corrupted Kitsune. Corrupted Kitsune is like 1/3 of the mimic or half a mimic I guess. Maybe you you can get a Mimic with one corrupted Kitsune if you get lucky. But it's worth definitely less than Mimic, like half a Mimic or so. And it doesn't have much demand as well. Then we have the Phoenix. I guess I'm gonna put Phoenix here. Phoenix is worth like half a Mimic as well. Then we have the Pasapalosaurus. This pet was worth like a Mimic 1 week ago, but now it's here. I guess it's worth like half a Mimic right now, but its demand is so low. Because as you know, smithing update is gone. Then I think we will go down to OK tier. I think I'm gonna put Peacock here at first. Peacock has insane demand. I can't even guess how much this pet worth. I think it's worth like half a Mimic right now. Like some people are offering insane overpays for this pet. By the way, we are talking about 1 kg base weight Peacock. This is not a Titanic Peacock. It's just a normal Peacock. But yeah, I think it's worth like half a Mimic if you find the right person. Then we have the Hydra. I mean, try to get whatever you can with Hydra. As you know, we can get Hydra from the pass, and most people are getting Hydra right now. Like, it's not that hard to get. You just have to go to your garden and harvest some mutated plants. Then you can complete your pass and get Hydra pet. So its demand is really low. Maybe its value is like half a Mimic, but I don't know. Nobody wants an Hydra. And lastly, we have the Blood pets, I guess. I don't know about this. I think they are worth like 1/3 of the Mimic or even lower. Their demand is definitely very low. So I will say Blood Owl is worth like 1/3 of the Mimic, and Blood Kiwi is worth like 1/4 of the Mimic. Okay, now we get to the new pets. Let's start with the Magpie. Magpie goes here. Here is the new Magpie pet. If you check out this ability, selling silver fruit has a chance to grant a random reward. What is this random reward? Here is the random rewards. You get some coals, eggs, and many other stuff. And you can use this pet with Cockatrice. Because Cockatrice turns plants into silver, and this pet needs silver fruits. I guess I should include Cockatrice as well. Cockatrice is around here right now. I think it's worth around half a Mimic, but you can get one Mimic with just one Cockatrice. Because people are trying to get Magpies and Cockatrice as well, so that they can farm rewards like this. I mean, this is really cool, but where is the smithing event? We are getting the coals, but we don't have the smithing event. That's crazy. And that was all about the Magpie. Let's move on to the next pet. Now, these two pets are insane. I think I'm gonna put the Bearded Dragon here. It's worth definitely more than Raccoon right now. Because as you know, grinding gem chests are near impossible. And from the gem chest, you have a 1% chance to get the Bearded Dragon. And it is definitely worth more than Raccoon right now. I guess it is worth like 8 Mimics or 6 Mimics. Close to Raccoon, but more than Raccoon. And lastly, we have the Chimera. Chimera goes here. Chimera is actually a useful pet as well. Wait, I didn't mention Bearded Dragon's ability. Here's the Bearded Dragon. Occasionally eats all fruit on a divine and higher rarity plant and grants a random egg from the egg shop. This pet is really useful right now, because if we check out the pet egg shop, we can obtain the gem egg right now, and it's a limited egg. This egg will be gone, and people wanna farm ruby squids, and you can farm gem eggs with Bearded Dragon and peacocks, I guess. If you equip like 7 Titanic peacocks, or if you have some Titanic mimics, you definitely can farm some gem eggs. And that's why it's worth more than a Raccoon right now. Then we have the Chimera. Chimera's ability is this. It has all abilities of Lion, Goat, and Sand Snake. I guess you can use Lemon Lion instead of Lion as well. That's interesting. I didn't know that. But here is the actual ability. It's not that insane. The Lion's ability is actually pretty good here, but nothing insane. You want to have this third ability though. Buying from the Seed Gear shop has a 4.27% chance to duplicate the both item. Yeah, if you join an admin abuse with this pet, you can get some more level up lollipops. And that's why people really like this pet. And many people are trying to get this pet as well. Its value is right now between the Kitsune and Raccoon. I think you can definitely get a Raccoon with Chimera right now. I don't know about the Kitsune though. Maybe if you get lucky you can get a Kitsune, but I don't know. But yeah, here is the final value list. Comment down below what do you think. By the way, this is for Sunday. I think the values for Chimera, Bearded Dragon, and Magpie might change during the week. But as of Sunday, they are like this, I think. Like I saw Trace Chimera for Raccoon, Bearded Dragon for Kitsune. I don't know if they went through, but I definitely saw them. So yeah, comment down below if you agree with this list. And if you found this list helpful, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching and see ya.